In this video, I will give you 5 targeted peripheral neuropathy exercises that can enhance your circulation, alleviate nerve pain in your hands and feet, and improve your overall quality of life. These exercises are safe, they require no equipment, and they can be done in the comfort of your own home. You can easily do them while sitting in a chair, watching TV, or even just reading a book. I've taught these exercises to hundreds of my peripheral neuropathy patients, and they have consistently helped improve their mobility and reduce their hand and foot pain. And I will teach you these exercises in a way that's both easy and fun to do. Why do these exercises work? Because they are specifically designed to improve blood flow and circulation in your hands and feet, which is a crucial element in the healing of peripheral neuropathy. Plus, be sure to watch right to the end of this video because I will also give you a bonus exercise that will not only improve blood flow, bringing those vital nutrients and oxygen to those damaged nerves, but it will reduce blood sugar, raise your metabolic rate, allowing you to burn more calories throughout the day, as well as improve strength, balance, and stability. So stay tuned. In addition to that, I also wrote a book called Reversing Neuropathy: Key Components for Getting Your Life Back. You can get a free copy at the link in the pinned comment below. Hi, I'm Dr. Ole Olson, America's neuropathy coach. For nearly 20 years, I've been helping patients manage peripheral neuropathy without drugs and surgery, and training doctors nationwide on effective treatments. I founded Asuta Health with 5 clinics across the Midwest dedicated strictly to healing neuropathy patients. This channel offers hope, shares effective treatments, and provides relief for everyone suffering from peripheral neuropathy. Before I dive in, go ahead and smash that subscribe button below if you're looking for breakthrough methods that can significantly reduce your neuropathy pain and improve your daily life. I upload a new video every week. In a moment, I will demonstrate these 5 exercises for enhancing blood circulation in your hands and your feet. But first, let me answer a few questions on how these exercises actually work. First question I get a lot of times is, how do these exercises work to enhance blood flow? Whenever we are using a muscle or a group of muscles, the brain's response is what's called vasodilation. This is just a fancy word for increasing the diameter of the blood vessels that travel to those muscles. So when we exercise these specific body parts, we're asking the brain to open up those floodgates to send more oxygen, more nutrients down into the area. Second question I get is, what about venous return? This is also a very crucial part of increased blood flow. We find many of our patients have a decreased ability to get that increased blood flow out of the extremities as their venous return system has been compromised. Don't worry, if you notice some increase in swelling following the exercises, don't give up. But what you may want to do is lie down and raise your legs up above your heart to help facilitate this venous return back to your body. Over time, you should see this go down as we continue to improve the body's ability to remove the blood out of the affected areas. The next question I get is, what is lymph flow and why is this important? Lymph flow, or lymphatic flow, is another system in the body designed to help return fluids from the tissues to be recirculated in the body. The lymph system is a key part of the immune system, so we want to make sure we keep this function healthy. Some of these exercises will actually help stimulate the lymph flow in the body, but things like walking and swimming could also help. Well, how does increased blood flow help nourish the nerves, and how does it promote healing? Well, as I always say, healing is in the blood. Blood carries oxygen and other vital nutrients for the body to not only function properly, but for it to heal as well. When we have an injury, like a rolled ankle for example, what happens? That's right, it swells up. That swelling is because the brain activates the healing center to increase blood flow to the area to bring in fresh blood with more oxygen, more nutrients, as well as to remove that old blood, inflammation, and other debris from the injury site. This is why swelling is actually a good thing for healing. We just don't want the increased swelling due to poor venous return. This is where we start to get things like chronic swelling and leading to chronic pain. Now let's dive into these 5 exercises. As with all exercise, start slowly and then build up. If some of these are too hard, start with a lower amount of reps, sets, or even frequency. Slow and steady wins the race, but you have to start. Typically, I'd recommend doing these exercises 2 to 3 times per day, separated by a few hours. The first exercise is the dead bug exercise. From a seated position, you're going to start by lifting your right arm and your left leg. Imagine a string is attached from your elbow to your knee. So as you raise your arm, the leg lifts at the same speed. Continue raising your arm and leg until your arm is fully extended above your head as far as you can reach. Next, you're going to reverse that movement slowly, lowering your arm and leg. Then you're going to raise the left arm and your right leg. Same as before, raise slowly until your arm is raised as high as you can above your head, then slowly return back to the starting position. You'll want to go back and forth on these for about 10 to 15 repetitions on each side. The second exercise is called the finger tap exercise. There are a couple ways to do this one, and I recommend incorporating both of these into your routine. Start by taking your thumb and your pointer finger or your index finger and touching them together. Then open your hand back up, then touch your thumb to your middle finger. Open back up, thumb to your ring finger, open back up, and finally your thumb to your pinky finger. You want to go up and down the ladder, touching each finger in order. Do this up and down ladder about 5 to 10 times on each hand. The alternate way to do this is with your arm resting on a chair. You're going to raise your hand up so your forearm is touching the surface, but your hand and fingers are in the air. You're going to start by touching your thumb to the chair, bring it back up. Then your pointer or index finger, touch the chair, back up. Then your middle finger, touch it, back up. Then your ring finger, and then finally your pinky finger. Once again, you're going to go up and down this ladder about 10 to 15 times on each hand. The third exercise is called toe stars. You're going to raise your foot just off the ground and using your big toe, tap the different points like you were drawing a star. You should be using about 5 different points. Tap out the star and do this about 8 to 12 times on each foot. The next one is called hand pumps. A pretty simple but a very effective exercise. Begin by making a fist with your hands. Then you're going to open your hand as far as you can, activating those extensor muscles, those little muscles on the back side of your hand and forearm that we don't use very often. You're going to squeeze your hand into a fist again, followed by opening it up as far as you can. Do this pumping action 15 times on each hand. And the last one is called the foot slide lift. You're going to begin in a seated position with your hips and knees at about 90 degrees. You're going to slide your foot out away from your chair until your knee is fully extended. Begin to lift the entire leg as high as your hip if possible, and then slowly lower it back to the floor. Then sliding your foot back to the chair. Switch legs and repeat. You're going to do this about 5 to 10 times on each leg. And as promised, here's your bonus exercise. This bonus exercise is one of my hands down favorite exercises for people with peripheral neuropathy to not only help improve blood flow, but to also reduce blood sugar. This exercise is called ankle rockers. What you're going to do is you're going to start in a seated position with your hips and knees at 90 degrees. You're going to begin by lifting your toes and your foot up into the air, keeping your heels on the ground. Next, lower them back to the ground, pushing off your foot to raise your heels up in the air. Continue to do this back and forth in a rocking motion. One key here is that the muscles on the front of your leg will actually fatigue much faster than those on the back of your leg. So what we're going to do is this. I want you to do 5 rocks back and forth, followed by just 10 calf pumps. This is where you're just raising up on your foot, lifting that heel off the ground as far as you can, and then back to the floor. During this segment, you're not going to lift your toes and feet up at all, just the heels going up and down. You're going to do this 10 times, and then go back to the ankle rocks. So you're going to do 5 ankle rocks followed by 10 calf pumps for a total of about 3 to 8 times. You now have an exercise program that you can do at home and help with improved blood flow and circulation and the endurance. This is an absolutely crucial for patients with peripheral neuropathy. Remember, even if you are improving with your condition, you should continue these exercises for maintenance and prevention of recurring peripheral neuropathy pain. Now, I want to hear from you. Tell me which exercise you like the most. Is it the dead bug exercise or the finger taps? Or maybe you'll fall in love with my favorite exercise, the ankle rockers. Tell me in the comments below. And if you found value in this video and these exercises helped you feel better, please like and share this video so that others can find it and benefit as well. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to get more breakthrough methods that can significantly reduce your neuropathy pain and improve your daily life. The next video you should watch is right here. It's called 5 more exercises for peripheral neuropathy that focus mainly on improving balance and coordination. So go ahead and watch this video next.